Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a floor 1 through 10 Shadowland. And we're going to use some unlikely characters, for the most part. This video isn't to really showcase anybody. This isn't to say get these characters and rank them up, because honestly guys, none of these characters are really relevant in this game right now. Most of them aren't very good, and I would never recommend you guys to build them, but I wanted to do something different and just play with some low tier characters and have a little fun. So let's rock and roll. So the first floor, we're going to use Wong here. Now Wong's got a 5-second immunity on his 3, so you want to hit that thing, you want to prioritize it, but usually generally I'll go 3, 1, 2, 5, and then the 4, because the 4 has a 3-second stun on it. So you can pretty well stay immune for the 1, 2, and 5, and then if you hit the 4 and get the stun, you pretty well can lock him down. Wong is he's a pretty weak character, you guys. That's probably why nobody really hears about him too much. And as you guys can see, he's tier 2 because his damage is freaking pitiful. So I have him at tier 2 just to give him a little bit extra, and this is only stage 1, so that kind of shows you how bad he is. And you see how long he's taking. But he is getting it done. Sometimes I like to play with old Wong once in a while just for fun. Okay, so there you go. On to the next one. Okay, now so let's try Sister Grimm, and as you guys can see, she's tier 2 also. So you want to prioritize the 5 so you can get that guard. It's 3 hits for 6 seconds, I believe, and it also gives her a 10% recovery of HP. And you want to use the 4 to get those summons out, and the summons will guard break the opponents, kind of keep them locked down. And generally guys, as you can see, I'm kind of all over the place with the buttons. I really just try to prioritize that 5. That's the big one. Try to get that recovery and try to get the guard. But as you guys can see, she's taking down this Rumble. Granted, it's only stage 2. I mean, nothing special. And that's going to be a common thing amongst these guys. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so now we're in a universal relay, and we're going to try out old Clea. Now Clea at tier 1 can do this, but I have her at tier 2 just because I want to try to increase my Valor for World Boss Ultimate, and universal characters will increase your Valor. So that's why she's tier 2, you guys. But she could have done this at tier 1, no problem. And the rotation's pretty simple. I go 3, 1, 2, 4. Hit the 3, then hit that 1 to get that silence, hit the 2, and then hit the 4. And you can pretty well take them down. Clea's really not that bad. She actually has decent damage. It's just her survivability lacks a bit. But she can take this down pretty easy, honestly guys. It's not really that difficult for her. She's definitely not going to be a world boss killer, that's for sure, but she's okay in Shadowland. Not too bad. Nothing special, but she can definitely get it done, as you guys can see. So we're going to do a wave mode with good old Vision here. And this guy, he actually has decent survivability, but his damage is... it has something to be desired, you guys. His damage just isn't that great. This is only stage 4. But again, he's a tier 2. 1, because I wanted that 4-second immunity on that 3 skill. And 2, just to give him a little bit more damage and increase my Valor for World Boss Ultimate. Usually, guys, the general rotation I like to do is I go 3, 1, 2, 5, and then 4. Usually. But as long as you prioritize that 3, he can get it done. Right there, I took a shot. Dang it. Come on, Vision. You can do it, buddy. I know you can. Here we go. I took a big old shot, man. Ooh, not good. He has good survivability, but if he gets hit, yeah, as you guys can see, he takes a pretty good chunk of damage. Not too great. I feel pretty confident we're going to get it done. Hopefully one day this guy will get a uni or get a rework or something and he'll actually be good. Alright, so there you have it. So now we're going to use Tier 1 Mordo against a Rumble. Generally, guys, what I like to do is I would go 3, 2, or 3, 4, 2, 5 is the rotation I generally do. I'm kind of doing a little something different because I'm in this Rumble. But the 3 has a guard on it. I think it's 3 hits for 5 seconds, or no, 5 hits for 3 seconds, I think. And then he has a full iframe on his 5, and he has a couple stuns. So he's actually a pretty decent character, especially in Shadowland. He's got quite a bit of damage, and he's got decent survivability. But you guys look, I mean, he's pretty well murdering these guys. Cool. So now it's time for my man, Luke Cage. Luke Cage. Taking on a relay. And he's pretty useful in this stage because these guys are physical damage dealing characters. And, well, Luke Cage can pretty well murder these kind of characters. If they're not dealing energy damage, he pretty well can murder them. At Tier 2, he has Physical Reflect. He has a 3-second stun on his 4. Luke, the biggest problem with Luke Cage is his damage. That really is what hurts this guy. He's just not very strong. You know, but he's fun to play. I enjoy playing him. I really like Luke Cage as a character from the comics. I think he's pretty cool, and I do like the way that he plays. I just wish he had more damage. It really would be sweet if they ever gave him a uni or a rework and made him better, because he really deserves to be better, to be honest. But as you guys can see, he's getting it done. It's taking a long time, but I mean, he's getting it done. I mean, he can beat the crap out of these guys. And that's pretty much, I mean, he's just face tanking, and all I'm really trying to do is just line up these guys if I can. Because sometimes I know he can take this down by himself, but sometimes I worry I want to get it done as fast as I can. So I try to line him up to do damage to both characters at the same time. But he's murdering them. Well, he's not really murdering them. He's picking them apart, as we should say. There you go. It's about over, boys. Luke Cage getting it done. See ya. Hell yeah. So now it's time for Luke Cage's brother-in-arms, Iron Fist. Good old Iron Fist, man. Used to be the meta in this game. Now he's not, but I mean, he still can get it done, though, as you guys can see. He is freaking... He's honestly a bit of overkill in this. This is probably the best character on this list. In fact, I know he is. Definitely has the best damage. He's pretty insane. You just want to hit the 2, the 4, and then the 5. And you can pretty well murder. Oh yeah, no problem. Easy peasy. Yeah. Easy rumble clear. So here we're going to use good old Angela. A freaking trash character if I've ever seen one. Angela's damage isn't too bad, but her survivability is pitiful. She has 2 partial iframes, and that is it. No immunity, no nothing. She is terrible. And the only reason, you guys, that I'm able to even do this is because I got a CTP of refinement on her, which is recovering her health. That's the only reason. She is trash. And it really sucks because I like Angela, but she's, oh my god. I mean, my uni is at Mythic on this girl. And like, she's got decent damage, not spectacular, but she can, I mean, like all the characters on this list, she can get it done. But she's definitely nothing special, that's for sure. In fact, this is the first time I ever even played her in Shadowland. I'm really just pushing buttons, you guys. So we're going to do a wave mode with good old Sin. Sin, Sin, Sin. What a shame that this girl just isn't good. I took this, by the way guys, my Sin is ranked 49 in the world. She's built really well. I have a CTP of refinement on her. She has 5-star Urus in all of her slots. She's built. And she can't even score 100,000 on ABX. But she can definitely tear this up. She's got that sweet iframe on that 4 and that little one on that 3, and I do love playing her. I love her animations. I think she's fun as hell to play. That's why I built her, because I like Sin. I like her as a character, and I think she's just cool. And I love the red around her too. I think it's pretty sweet looking, to be honest. But I have to admit, she just isn't very good. Her damage is terrible, and her survivability is lacking as well, big time. She, I don't know. What a shame. Hopefully, I really would love her to get a freaking uni and become a meta, but that's just wishful thinking, I think. But she's definitely tearing it up. I took this girl in the World Boss Ultimate against Proxima, and I was able to do 10. I did like stage 10 with her, and that's with 2 support characters helping her out. So she just, man, her damage is pitiful, and her survivability is, well, with the CTP, her survivability is actually decent, as you guys can see. Them CTP refinements, I love using those things on crap characters. I know other players are going to be different about it, but that's what I do. I love using them on crap characters, so I can take a crap character and make them playable. So I can have some fun with characters that I love from the comics and just enjoy. Oh yeah, come on girl. I love it when she jumps up and does the 4. A little similar to Shirag. Too bad she don't have the Shirag damage. Love you, girl. So now we're going to take on this frickin' Rumble with good old Absorbing Man. And Absorbing Man really isn't too bad. I actually kind of like the guy. His damage could be better, but he has decent survivability, not too bad. And this is a pretty difficult Rumble to clear, so this is pretty cool for him. Try to prioritize the 3, and then I just go through the skills. I pretty much just prioritize the 3 and just hit whatever's open. I like to prioritize that 4 too, because the 4, he does the spinning and he just brings them all together, and then he can do damage to all of them at once, which is pretty sweet. I don't really play Absorbing Man that much, but every once in a while I like to. Why not? It's nice to do someone different once in a while. I really get tired of playing with metas sometimes. I know I say that and I love my metas, but you know, as we all do, we love our super powerful characters, but it's nice to play with other characters that we love. It really is. And Absorbing Man, you know, the Incredible Hulk's my favorite character of all time. And Absorbing Man is just one of his nemesis. So, I like to play old Absorbing Man once in a while. And I think it's cool how he turns to steel on that 3. That's pretty cool looking. And he's not too bad. It's taking a little time, but he's getting it done. So I'm pretty happy with him. When I first got this guy, I didn't like him at all, because I don't know, I just didn't think he was worth a crap. And then one day I was playing around and I did a wave mode, stage 4 or floor 4, whatever you want to call it, wave mode with him, and he did it with relative ease. So I thought, dang man, this guy's not too bad. So here's a stage 10 Rumble, and he's beating the crap out of it, so awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.